I started off the same as anybody else, okay? Because then I was born. So I was a little girl just the same as anyone else. And I ended up different. And I have no clue why, okay? I have no clue why. All that I know is that I would be told by my normal family members, just be normal. I don't know why I am the way I am. Okay? I don't know why. I just know that I've always been this way. I've always been this way. And there's no saying why. It's just how it is. It's how it is. But I was born the same as anyone else. You know what I mean? I just turned out different. Omar's ears were filthy. I have to keep up with his ears. I can't even let him go a little bit. Now they're all clean. I bought something off of Amazon. Did you clean the ears, didn't we? Yes, we cleaned the ears. My mom and her friend, my mom's friend came down. My mom's okay. And if for some reason they have to come back, you just never know, then I can't do this and I'll postpone it and do it some other time. But the plan is to have some major video fun while they're gone. That is the plan after I take care of my dog. Joe was telling me all about his new house and his tractor, and he's going to get chickens. He calls it a tractor. It's a riding lawnmower, but it's bigger than like ones I've seen, say, in movies or TV or even riding around here or whatever. It's a tractor. And then I said, well, you have all these driveways and more than one, like 3 garages. And I said, how are you gonna like, what about snow and stuff? And he says to me, he goes, you didn't pay attention to the picture I sent you. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. His tractor turns into like a plow, like a whatever, so he's okay. He's going to have a garden. He's going to have chickens eventually. He was on his way to going to get something to eat. I called him yesterday to tell him something I'd seen that was, I won't say out here, it just was just ridiculous, but everything is these days. And I walked and talked to him. Just had to be careful. I walked very, very slow. Until my little flip phone died. Oh, and remember I told you about the light. Well, it took a while. I don't know when I told you about that I called because it wasn't working, and the crosswalk light, and it's fixed. It's a miracle. And I've been walking every day now, and it wasn't fixed yesterday. I mean, it was fixed yesterday. It wasn't fixed the day before, so they finally fixed it. So it does work. It may take some time, but if I didn't call, it would be like that. I'm telling you, no one would call these days. That light, hardly anyone walks. I'm telling you, if I didn't call and get that light fixed, that light would never be fixed, that crosswalk light. But I walk that way all the time. But I know that it would never be fixed. And in the end, people would have to try to get across. And the other day, last week, I had to tell a guy who was standing there, I'm like, but he was standing the opposite way, but I say, if that's the same light as this one, it ain't going to change. It's not going to change. And I go, how long have you been standing there? He's like, 5 minutes. When he's standing there 5 minutes, he's like, yeah, a full cycle. I'm like, you're going to have to just risk going across when you can, because just like I do, it's not going to change. But I called the non-emergency, I called the police, and hopefully, they said they'd put it through to get it fixed, and lo and behold, it's fixed. I've gone a few times where it hasn't been fixed, but I got it fixed. It would never have been fixed because no one bothers to do shit. You think anyone else would call the police to get that light fixed? I think not. I think it would be like that a year from now. It would never be fixed. I've done it before, the other lights, other crosswalks, and it worked, and I got it fixed. It might take a few weeks. This time, I don't know how long it took, a couple of weeks. Time goes by so fast, but I got it fixed. It's working. Yesterday it was working. So they listened to me. They did it. They know that it can be dangerous for people to have the crosswalk light not working. Not everybody pays attention the way that I do. I have to teach my mom to pay attention. Just because it says walk, Mom, if people are making a right-hand turn on red, you can't just go blah, blah, blah. You can't just walk, Mama. And I've had to stop her when we've been out walking or whatever. Her friends have told me too, like, your mom just doesn't pay attention. Like, I know. She thinks it says walk, I can go. No, you don't understand how many times I've almost gotten hit because assholes don't pay attention. They just, I can make a right-hand turn on red and they're going to hit you. It doesn't matter if you're in the right if you're hit. So. Anyhow, it's fixed. It's fixed. Thanks to me. I am going to dance for you guys as soon as my baby's done eating. Oh, and I subscribe to all kinds of natural, like health things. You guys know that. You already know that I'm a health nut. You already know I subscribe to all health things. What pisses me off to no end is when I get discrepancy. So I have this Anarchy Fit that comes in my email. And it's saying, it just pisses me off. Because I just bought Nano C, Zenith Labs Nano C, okay? That my mom's not going to have just as a precaution, even though I doubt it was that did it to her. I'm just not going to give it to her, okay? I'm not going to risk it. Especially after what Churchwoman said to me before when the pandemic first started and Joe told us to take the baking soda, and I can do anything, but I'm not in the same situation as my mom. And Churchwoman was, again, trying to get me to confess something that even if it was true, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do it on purpose, Anyhow, that's what she was trying to do. She's like, somebody told, she knew, she's just trying to get me to admit it. Somebody had your mom taking this, and she can't take it, and she shouldn't be taking it, and it can hurt her, and this, that, or whatever. And Joe, of course, doesn't believe it, but Churchwoman could very well be right, because I did studies, I did studies on the Nano C too, and it says something about that same sodium bicarbonate. I don't know. I'm not going to give it to my mother nonetheless, even though it probably is nothing, and her doctor doesn't. But doctors aren't taught nutrition. They're not taught all that, okay? Because he's like, I don't think it's that. And yeah, I don't know. But she has acted not that bad, but a little bit since then, so it could just been coincidence. I'm not going to risk it. Anyhow, Anarchy Fit. You shouldn't take too much vitamin C. It fucks with your thyroid. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Meanwhile, Zenith Labs Nano C, that a lot of people sing the praises of, different websites, different whatever, says no, the opposite. Your body is starved for vitamin C, and Nano C puts it right into your cells because it's tiny little, you know what I mean? I can't deal with it. In the end, you just don't know, because there's discrepancies even within the health community, okay? And people who don't take any vitamins or any supplements don't have to worry about that, but they have their own fucking things to worry about. And then I got something, I guess they don't know I'm a woman. I guess they don't know I'm a woman. They don't pay attention to the name. They just send it out. I got this thing, and I didn't want to watch one of those little movies, but it said I hate watching the movies. The ones you get where they just like, and it goes on and on and on. And I had this, and my sister and I, blah, blah. No, I don't want to hear it, but I'll read it. And it was for guys, and it's a thing they sell, talking about this guy who can't, when guys can't, perform anymore, get it up or whatever, and this guy was saying blah 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 blah, The number one thing you don't want to be doing is, according to this, you men, is drinking out of those plastic bottles. It's like the number one, it's killing your testosterone. It's the number one thing you don't want to be doing. You don't want to be doing that, drinking out of those plastic bottles. And then it had a supplement that she should buy, and it had all kinds of things that this person said they learned in another country where men are still all virile and whatever, and they're to their 70s, and it's this different herbs they have and whatnot. And I read it even though it doesn't apply to me because I was interested in what it had to say. I just didn't want to watch one of those films, which I will watch sometimes, but they go on and on and on and on about their whole story and blah, 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 blah. And only at the very, very end do they finally, after 45 minutes, reveal, just so they can build up to it and get you to get their supplements or whatnot. I watched it for Omar, for Dr. Marty's Pets, and it was really truthful and really interesting. What are you doing? That I know is all true. The things they put in the regular dog food and pet food, they put, when it's they whatever the bad kind. I remember I get Blue Wilderness for Omar, but the bad kind of dog food, they get all kinds of crap. They even they get roadkill. They put roadkill into the non-top quality dog food. They can even find, they said, when they grind up different things, or they even, I don't even know. They get roadkill. It could even be other, you never know. It could be other dogs, because they said something about you could even find bits and pieces of a collar in with their putting. They just put all kinds of crap in bad dog food. Let's just leave it at that. I stopped getting in Dr. Marty's, but okay, good, honey. Only time I can dance in here is when my mother's gone, and I do it in time where I know she's not going to come back any minute. And that's when I can talk loud too. She's not here. Most of the time she is here. I told Joe that I didn't put that together because I wanted his help. He's like, what do you need my help for? You just put it on top. You would think, Joe, but I'm not good at anything like that. I'll wind up messing it up somehow. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. 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 Come on, eat your food. Don't bite Mama, no. Yeah. Careful, you get bit badly. My mom, when I had her feeding him, I'm like, Mom, you have to watch out for him. It's much better over here. Now don't worry about him falling off the couch like you always did. Okay, here you go. I risk feeding him, but it's like I have to be careful because he just doesn't know. Bite bad. Yeah. Okay. They used to do that. They used to know not to bite you, but Mom doesn't know anymore. I don't know how to. Mama loves your old senile pug, huh? Yeah. There's all pictures of you all over the wall because Grandma does that when you're a little boy. All pictures all over the wall when you're little. You're my little baby boy. Mama's gonna find all the food I need that you've missed over the days. Not over the days because I just found it all yesterday. Oh, look, I have more food. You think it's gone? It's not. Yeah. baby. Yeah, come here. Yeah. Yeah, he used to instinctively know. It says dogs, they instinctively know not to, when you feed them something, not to bite your finger. I guess him being old and senile, whatever, he used to know that. He used to be gentle and he wouldn't, and then he's bit me and my mom getting his food. He doesn't have that gentle quality anymore to know to not bite your finger. Yeah, don't bite. Yeah, gentle. My mom's friend got me a present. The chances of me liking it are slim to none. It's the thought that counts. She didn't have to give me anything. Happy birthday. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a Virgo and I have some of the qualities of Virgo and others not even under your life do I have them. So I don't believe in astrology at all, because there are Virgo qualities that do not apply to me in any manner whatsoever. The perfectionist, that applies to me, the whatever, but then the other stuff doesn't apply to me at all. I'm the complete opposite of supposed Virgo qualities. That's why I think astrology is hogwash. Most people agree. If you go out on like Twitter or things like that, and they talk about shit like that, it's hogwash. If it doesn't apply to you, then it's you know what I mean. It's stupid. I don't believe in it at all. I believe in it, get you born. No. Come here. Come here. But Donald and I were both Virgos, and that if you look it up, even though I don't believe in astrology, again, they don't go together at all. It says two Virgos should not be together. Yeah. But again, I don't even think that. I just think it's all bullshit. I don't. I just think it's stupid. I think it's stupid. Yes. Mama doesn't believe in astrology. It doesn't apply to her anyway, and I don't think everybody fits into just 12 signs. I think it's bullshit. Bullshit, Holmes. I think anyone can have anything, you know what I mean? So I have some Virgo qualities, most definitely, and then others not even on your life, you know? Have your water. Wawa. Okay, that's video 1.